All right, let's get to the next story. Dane has a story that he wants to share with us. Let me bring that up.
Yeah, so I found this. Well, this wasn't the newest news. It came out probably last weekend, but I wasn't able to join you last weekend. And
Mhm.
yeah, more bad news for Stellantis. They're
Yeah, what
literally
is so?
yeah
So I'll move it down, up and down, if you want to see it.
yeah. So we all know Stellantis is having troubles financially. Sales are down, way down, and to add more fuel to the fire, no pun intended here, they are doing a massive recall on all the Jeep EVs and hybrids for fire risk. They've had a handful of customers that have spontaneously combusted with 4xEs and the Cherokee hybrids, just lighting themselves on fire. So there's no fix yet. And what Stellantis is urging customers to do is park them away from buildings. So if you
Oh,
park yours in the garage, do not park it away from your house, and also do not charge them to full. And they will come up with a solution in the meantime. Hold tight. So these guys, these customers with these cars are not happy. Obviously, this is going to cost them a bunch of money to try and fix. They don't know what the problem is. They need to still figure out what the problem is.
hmm
Um, yeah, not great.
that's not good. So look, it says it is. Let's see, how many vehicles is this? Stellantis
Just over
had a
150,000
recall,
vehicles.
had
Mhm.
154,032 plug-in hybrid Jeep Wrangler and Grand Cherokee models. Risk of fire hazards.
Mhm.
Oh, goodness gracious. What are we going to do with you, Stellantis?
Yeah,
I
they're
heard
in
they're
some
trying to get their CEO fired.
they're in some hot water. And then to again just keep adding to this, I think I sent you another article too. The stock for Stellantis is obviously not doing well, as a
Oh,
lot of
no.
stockholders are dumping their stocks, selling them off.
I
It's
would.
causing the stock to continue to go down because the buyer confidence isn't there with the company anymore. So things just are not looking good for Stellantis right now.
Oh, boy. It said that they're still going to push ahead with making an all-electric Jeep
Hmm.
priced at 25,000. I remember I did a story on that. I think that was like a rebadged car from Europe,
Hmm.
and we'll see what happens with that. This is not
Hmm.
really like a new Jeep, but
Right.
we'll see. I don't know. I'm not confident in the CEO. It's not looking good. Not looking good for Stellantis.
Yeah, he's in a bad position right now.
And have an Amico Day channel said, I don't think Clarkson would say the 24 Mitsubishi Mirage is a bad car. Yeah, it's light. He wanted the cars to be so light, don't
Yeah, I think he's making a joke.
he? He's telling the truth.
Yep.
He want them to be so darn light. I don't want a light car.
Yeah.
I don't feel safe in those.
You want that new Hummer EV, that one that weighs like 10,000 pounds?
Uh, I got to look into that one, but I did a story while you were gone about the
Hmm.
Tesla Cybertruck,
Hmm.
and that thing is coming through as like a good rescue vehicle. Like not even think of it as a truck, like what you're thinking of a Silverado.
Yeah.
This thing was rescuing people in the freaking hurricane.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it's got this thing called wade mode
Hmm.
where it it lifts up. It used the air suspension to lift it up as high as possible, like 31 inches.
Oh,
Is
yep.
and it can get through water
Okay.
and you could use it as like kind of how similar you would use a generator. So you could use it to power your house. So this guy was like, "Yeah, I got everybody else is out of electricity, but I'm powering my house with this my Cybertruck." And his neighbors brought over their medicine to put in his refrigerator
Oh, nice.
because there's some medicine that has to be kept cold
Hmm.
in the refrigerator or it goes bad. I think maybe insulin is like that. I'm not sure, but
Okay.
so yeah, he was using it for that. And then I looked on their website and they have like the Cybertruck website. They have like a special attachment you could put on the top, like
Hmm.
a option, and it makes a light and it could fill up like 2 or 3 football fields worth of light.
That's a lot of light.
So that is like major. It's supposed to be for off-road, but I'm thinking they could use that as like a rescue vehicle.
Hmm. Yeah, if they got enough range,
Yeah,
definitely.
and, yeah, so because he's like, "Well, people, they're saying maybe a gas would be better for electric," but he's like, "Look, when all our power is out, the gas stations don't work either."
Right. No, they
So,
don't. But neither do the power stations. So it's a matter of time before he runs out of battery too.
yeah, that's what I was saying, like, you gotta make sure it's charged up all the way before the storm comes, and plus, if you're anywhere near salt water,
Yeah.
don't leave it in your house
Yeah.
if you're gonna just leave it and you're gonna go to higher ground, you're not gonna take it with you because the salt water will make it catch on fire.
Yeah. We've seen a handful of those, right? Where Teslas caught on fire because they got flooded and then they burned the whole house down while it was flooded.
Yeah, so don't leave them in the house if you gotta leave them behind.
Yeah. Park them
But,
outside.
but that's true for any battery. They were saying the same for
Yep.
golf carts, battery operated golf carts, so that's probably true for all your battery operated lawn equipment, like
Yeah.
your
Lithium
battery
stuff. Yeah.
blowers and stuff.
Definitely.
Yeah. Alright, well, let's go to the next story. Let me pull this up. Dane, while I'm pulling this story up, why don't you tell us about the race you went to?
Yeah. So I was on one guy's garage. They're the title sponsor of the drag weekend I was on last weekend. So for guys that are not familiar with drag and drive racing, it is a multi-day event, and the vehicle that you are drag racing, you need to drive to multiple tracks with no support. You have to drive it track to track. You cannot have it trailered. There's no extra support crew besides what you carry. So, and vehicle I was with, it wasn't mine. It was a friend and customer of mine. We were in a '99 Chevy Silverado, two-wheel drive. It's been lowered. It's got LS motor built for well over 1,000 horsepower. It's got a big 98 millimeter turbo on it. And so we drove down to Iowa where the race started. And so we made passes at Tri-State in Iowa. We then drove all the way to Great Lakes Raceway just north of Kenosha, Wisconsin. So a few hundred miles. We raced there that following day. We then, made passes. We were working a lot on the truck. We then drove to Byron Raceway, which is in central Illinois, made passes there. And then the same day that we drove to Byron, we also had to drive back to Iowa. And so the next morning in Iowa, we had then made passes there as well. So we
Mhm.
worked on the truck a lot all weekend long. There was a lot of casualties along the way with other vehicles. Fortunately, we were able to make it to the final day. Made the truck faster and faster on that final day. Our fastest pass of the weekend ended up being our last pass of the weekend, going nine 9.7 seconds at 143 mile an hour. And as we crossed the finish line, we blew head gasket. And
Uh-oh.
yeah, so
So did you win
we
that race where you blew the head
we
gasket?
yeah, no, we didn't win, but it gave us enough of a lead or it gave us enough of a gap to take second place.
Okay.
So, and that was in the tailgate class. So it's mostly just trucks. Any vehicle with tailgate could have been in that class.
Alright, well, that's cool. Now now I know somebody sent me in a video, Dane. I think this may have been, they think it might have been you actually in this
Okay.
video, but I don't know, maybe this was after you lost the race, um, with the other truck. Let's see.
Let's see it.
Is this you in the black Silverado, Dane?
It is not me. Oh man,
Dane!
what's he doing?
Holy!
That guy had places to be.
Dane,
Oh, I see that car. They're having a fit. That guy was jaw jacking, wasn't he? The Mustang. Yeah.
are you sure that wasn't you, Dane?
No, I'm pretty sure that wasn't me.
Alright.